future we own tonight. Hola, the rhythm of the trade, where the bold and the fearless are made. From London to New York, the thrill's the same. Step into the beat of the Hola prime game. Candles dancing on the screen's bright glow, risk and reward in the ebb and flow. Through the highs and the lows, we play this game, fueled by the fire of the Hola prime name. Every tick, every move tells a tale. Navigating storms, we will prevail. The charts are canvas, profits are aim. Pain and success with the Hola prime name. Hola prime, the rhythm of the trade, where the bold and the fearless are made. From London to New York, the thrill's the same. Step into the beat of the Hola prime game. Every tick, every move tells a tale. Navigating storms, we will prevail. The charts are canvas, profits are aim. Pain and success with the Hola prime name. Fortune favors those who dare. In the heartbeat of the market we declare, Hola prime is more than a name. It's the pulse of the trade, the trader's flame. Hola prime, the rhythm of the trade, where the bold and the fearless are made. From London to New York, the thrill's the same. Step into the beat of the Hola prime game. Fortune favors those who dare. In the heartbeat of the market we declare, Hola prime is more than a name. It's the pulse of the trade, the trader's flame. Trade. Chasing the charts under neon skies. Hola prime's the name where the profits rise. Fingers on the keys, dreams taking flight. We trade the future we own tonight. Hola prime, the rhythm of the trade, where the bold and the fearless are made. From London to New York, the thrill's the same. Step into the beat of the Hola prime game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another market news session with Hola Prime, right? Today, of course, is Sunday, August the 17th, 2025, and we are ready to rock and roll for the trading week, right? Jumping right into it, guys, the economic and macro highlights coming up and for the last 24. Obviously, we have the U.S. producer price inflation surges for July, with the U.S. PPI rose sharply by almost 1%, guys. Came in at 0.9% month over month, of course. Far beyond expectations. This dampens market hopes for a large Fed cut in September, kind of the odds of basically about 50 basis points cut to zero, and narrowing all the likeliness of any cuts at all. Just to be totally honest, this is what's coming out, right? Market eye domestic data and Fed watchers events coming up. Pay attention to things that basically they're now turning to the upcoming U.S. retail sales, industrial production, of course, the import prices, inventory figures, and consumer sentiment ahead of the Jackson Hole Symposium, which may or may not offer future further guidance on monetary policy, get into the geopolitical and global growth insights. Of course, guys, the Trump Putin meeting in Alaska raised hopes for a Ukraine ceasefire or a broader diplomatic deal, which supported, of course, the Europe and lifted the euro, while weighing in on oil and defense sectors sentiment. Meanwhile, China's economic slowdown intensified. Factory output, retail sales, and housing data missed expectations, but also fueling speculation of more stimulus by Beijing. Right. So a little bit of insight on that. Getting on over to the Forex and currency market overview. The dollar index and treasury yields react to the PPI surprise, led to a rise in the U.S. Treasury yields bolstering the U.S. dollar throughout the rally, demand remaining, which was contained, of course, and JPY, which is pretty good. The JPY gained grounds. The Japanese yen strengthened to around 1.47 per US, and Japan posted stronger than expected growth, guys. Just a bit up a bit further than expectations. Of course, we have the MSCI Asia Pacific Index that dropped around 0.3% amid cooling rate cut optimism. In contrast, Japan's Nikkei, which was around 225, bounced just a little bit stronger than GDP data as well. Cryptocurrency snapshot, guys. Of course, we all seen it. Bitcoin and Ethereum consolidate around. Actually, Bitcoin failed to breach that 125 level resistance and entered a consolidation phase, trading modestly higher. Ether gained that 1.7% throughout upside, appears limited for now. So got some bouncing around there, guys. Not really sure what the markets are looking at, what's kind of going on with all of that, but we will be getting into it here shortly. But what to watch out for next, guys? Make sure you guys are watching out for the catalyst, market implications, which is the U.S. Retail sales, industrial output, consumer sentiment. It actually may reinforce or undermine recent PPI-driven repricing of Fed policy. Again, of course, we have that Jackson Hole Symposium statement from Fed officials, which could reassess rates, cut expectations. We got of course, Russia-Ukraine geopolitical. Any diplomacy progress may lift risk sentiment, guys. Of course, commodities and FX crosses. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. And then, of course, China's growth data stimulus could support broader Asian assets and risk assets globally. Right. So just kind of keeping our eye on those things, guys. Of course, just a quick summary snapshot. Market key points, guys. Again, Forex PPI spike supports the dollar. Yen strengthened on JPY GDP volatility ahead. Again, crypto, Bitcoin retreats from 125,000. Ethereum climbs, but overall cautious tone, guys. Macro cooling rate cuts bets. Focus now on next U.S. data and Jackson Hole geopolitical adding complexities, guys. So other than that, kind of a light market coming up this week, guys. Outside of that, we will make sure that we are on top of everything. And make sure you guys are staying tuned. And let's kick it off into some charts for the quiet markets. Back to you guys. Tony,
Coach Michael, how
what's
are
going
you?
on? Oh,
Nothing much,
you already
nothing
know.
much. Just back from the beach. Actually, didn't catch any
Oh,
color,
nice.
which is like ridiculous. But yeah, we got like one good day of like sun, and now it seems like there's like some like tropical storm headed up the east coast of the United States. So I don't know if you're catching any
Yeah.
flack, like down in the Gulf. Like, is it choppy out there or no?
No, I'll be honest. We left the beach yesterday, and it was what we call paraíso. It's paradise,
Yeah, yeah,
nearly
yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
yeah. Perfect. That's awesome. That's the way it should be, honestly. Yeah, no, it's been quite the past couple of weeks actually. I saw you reading off all the news that was coming out, and it's just like, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it last Sunday, right? That Friday is the Alaska, Russia U.S. summit would probably breathe a lot of headlines, and I was on with the other
Mhm.
futures coaches on that Friday, and it was like, yeah, you try to
Mhm.
get into a trade, you've seen a good setup, and then like some like it wasn't even crazy headlines that were coming out. It's just like a little update, like, oh, Putin just landed on the
Yeah.
tarmac, and the market spikes, and you get wicked, and it's like, oh my god, I just lost $500. But then it
Right.
just like
Over
normalized
that?
again. It was like, you know,
No, I get you.
yeah, yeah, it's
I
just
took
crazy
Tiger's
volatile.
advice and
Yeah.
I downloaded the True Social app. So
Oh,
I put the
nice.
notifications,
Yeah,
on, yeah, just to kind of be a little bit more in tune with what's going on. Like if this guy's gonna say something, I need to know about this because
yeah,
man,
I
talk
know
about messing up a
exactly.
good set.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, for sure. And that's kind of what we were talking about. It's just like it's so hard. It's hard enough when you have like FOMC data or like PPI or CPI
Right.
coming out, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'll just avoid like 8:30 o'clock Eastern time or like 10
Uh-huh.
o'clock Eastern time.
Yep.
I just avoid it. But like, yeah, this is just like this is it, right? It's just volatility entering the space again. But I mean, it seems
Man.
like it's been pretty positive headlines. I
Mm-hmm.
actually do know that Zelensky, obviously the president of Ukraine, is meeting
Uh-huh.
with Donald Trump tomorrow at the White House,
Office. Yep.
and I'm sure
Yep.
there's going to be more headlines coming out. So
Of course.
we're not out of the
It's
woods
like we
yet.
can't. Yeah. We cannot catch a break with all of this for sure.
No, no, it's so crazy. Honestly, it makes me honestly miss like the days of Sleepy Joe. Like he just stayed out of the
Yep.
market, and it was all good.
Yep.
Just let the market do its thing. But it
No,
is what it is.
I'm the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah,
I'm the same. It's those
yeah.
times where right we're just kind of like, man, I can't believe, you know, that we're still dealing with this because I would call this not the best conditions to be trading in, right? Because at
Oh,
the end of
sure.
the day, we didn't have to worry about some random tweet coming out and just
Yeah,
crashing your whole
100%,
position, right? So I like
100%.
to tell everybody, like, hey, the bad news is, yeah, it's a much tougher market to trade right now.
Hmm.
But the good
Hmm.
news is, when things finally calm down, no matter when that is, it's going to get a
Hmm.
lot easier. So if you can learn in this market, man, it should be a breeze like later,
Oh, it'll
right?
be
Like
such a
you should
breeze.
be,
Honestly, it's a great advice. I mean, it's really like baptism by fire. Like right now, for anyone
yeah,
that's stepping into the markets. And honestly,
yeah,
like think about it. I mean, even in the beginning of the summer, like that April May time frame when all that tariff stuff was coming out, that
yeah.
was like that was really crazy. Like I'm sure like the currency markets are going crazy. I mean, at least the futures markets were so choppy. And like I say, I know a lot of guys that do like the algorithmic trading, and they had to like shut off their algos after like 1 month of like letting them run because
Yeah.
like they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it. It was like loss, 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 loss. It's like okay,
So look,
wow.
this is definitely affecting everything. Like no
Oh
doubt
yeah,
about it, it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
But then it's also good, right? To like not be looking at like the 1 minute or the 5 minute chart and like just take a step back, like let the market trend, follow the trend, and then you'll hopefully be okay.
right.
And if the trend reverses, then
Definitely.
you flip.
Right. Right. What's up? So look, we got Tejas in the chat. What's up, Tejas? Rise and grind. Thanks, Coach Michael, for the news update. Of course, of course. I don't do it
Yeah,
every
he does
day.
it
To be
well.
honest, Tiger is much better at the news than I am, but I try my best. Tiger's a
Yeah, I
monster
was
at the
on.
news. Like he does a
Yeah,
great
I
job.
was on with Coach Tiger last Sunday, which is good. You got a
Yeah,
little bit of a break on a Sunday evening. That's awesome because
right.
I do kind of catch you guys. Man, yeah, man, you're working hard. Don't work too hard. You get burnt out.
Yeah, yeah. Especially Tiger. It works out great for me. I mean, I end up going to bed a little bit earlier, not just
Sure.
wake up early. But by the time I finish that session, dude, I'm
Hmm.
open all day. In fact, my daughter
Yeah.
starts going to school. I was just telling Tiger this. She starts school on Wednesday. We already got
Yeah.
massages set up. We
Nice.
already got
Nice.
looking at paddleboarding times to get into the
Uh
beach.
huh.
So yeah, we're gonna
Perfect.
have some freaking fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Believe
Absolutely. The way it should be, right?
that. Yeah, because normally got to work. Like she was in school, obviously. She just started like last year, but she was off since July. So we had July, wait, June. I'm sorry, June 28th. So all of
Okay. Yeah.
July
Yeah.
and part of August. So it's like, man, all right,
Nice.
we don't even know what to do with you. We
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
figure
Yeah.
out
I
something
know.
here.
Honestly, that's awesome. That's awesome. I
So
mean,
we
it's
can't
always so
wait.
important.
We can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it that you really choose to do? You'd like to just go head out to the beach and just kind of enjoy yourself a little bit?
When? You mean coming up or on the weekends?
No, I mean just on the weekends in general.
Oh man, Friday for me, there's always some fiesta. There's always some event going on,
Yeah.
or friends
That's
getting up to
crazy.
something on Fridays.
Yeah.
Saturdays is typically our beach meetup. All of our friends pretty
Yeah.
much meet up at the beach. If someone's in town, they introduced everybody to the gang. Like, hey, these are all our friends. They're in town for the
Yes.
weekend, whatever. Sometimes they come down for a month, sometimes 3 months, sometimes for 6 months.
Wow.
We got a couple who just came down Thursday, and they're going to be down
Wow.
here until April. So quite a
Wow.
long
That's
time. So
awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome.
we met
Good
them
for
for the
them.
first time. I actually knew of them because they asked us a lot
Uh,
of questions. They kind of found us social media. We kind of basically helped them out, introduced them to the group, and
nice.
saw them on Saturday for the first time. So
Nice.
yeah, had a ball, of course. That's what we do on
Yeah.
Saturdays. We into some beach, cenotes, some meetup. It's something going on Saturday. And then Sunday, we like to kind of just take it easy, watch maybe a
Oh
TV
yeah.
show or two,
Recover.
recover. Yeah.
Oh
Recover,
my god.
you know,
That's great.
and kind of plan for the week. So that's typically how my weekends go, to be honest. I always make
Yeah, I
jokes
hear
and
you.
say, if I don't use the phone after 5 o'clock, trust me, I'm either not by my phone, I'm in some random place with no signal. I might be in a submarine, a cenote, a pyramid. There's no telling what's happening on Friday to Sunday at 5. Like it's no idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. That's how it should be. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we try to we try to always like disconnect and but sometimes,
You
that
have
work
to.
it just creeps on up, creeps in and there's
Yep.
always something someone that wants a phone call or
Yep.
there's a meeting to be had or something.
Yep.
But, especially during the summertime, um
For
that's really
sure.
when I think life is worth living, definitely. Summertime.
Yep. Yep. Say otherwise, I don't even know why I'm here and what I'm doing. Right? Like I don't even
Honestly.
understand it. So.
I hear
I
you.
literally
I
like
hear
even
you.
like some of my partner, my best friend as well. I'm like, dude, I don't want to talk about trading on Saturday at all. Right? Like,
Yeah.
let's wait till
Yeah.
tomorrow at least.
Sure.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'll
Isn't
gladly
that
talk
always the
about this.
tough
But
part? Like,
Saturday,
right? You're in finance, you're involved in the markets, you're always watching the
yes,
news feed and like everyone goes to you for
hmm
anything, right?
yeah. I'm like, dude,
Hmm.
that's my hard rule. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
hear shh on Saturday. Not nothing about this. Right? Wait at least
I
one
hear
day.
you.
I only get 7 days
Uh,
in a week. 6 days a week, I'm doing this. Give me that
yeah.
one day. That's how I can come
Yeah. Yeah.
back
Yeah.
and do all of this.
Yeah.
Right?
That's good.
Give me that at least.
Yep. That's awesome. That's awesome. The way it should be.
For sure.
So, I mean, speaking of markets, I mean, it is quiet markets. So it's one of those things
Right.
where, I mean, things are just immediately moved right when futures markets opened.
hmm
And, crude
Yep.
oil obviously taking the cake, as it were,
Right.
just selling off. Obviously, any sort of positive headline, we kind of expected crude oil to just be off, and I think it's down like 60 cents now, which actually
Yeah.
isn't much. But I guess there isn't much to actually be talked about because I guess the meeting went well with Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, and
Uh-huh.
it still remains to be seen, or remains to be said, remains to be signed anything concrete, right? And then of course there is. I mean, it's not between the United States and Russia, right? It's really between the Russian Federation and Ukraine, right? So we need to bring that
Right.
other party onto the platform, and they need to agree to everything
Exactly.
that was talked about. So of course, I
That's
think that's
it.
where crude oil will be watching and waiting for sure to see if any deal gets blown up or if they kind of just all concede, and then it's just kind of blue
Right.
skies and new lows for crude.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Yeah,
Because I
right,
always make
exactly.
jokes that crude is that stepchild for me that just doesn't act right. Because no matter what, I never get a proper setup on crude oil. Like
Hmm,
never.
hmm, hmm.
Never. Like
Yeah,
it's actually one of my lowest traded pairs because it never sets up the right way. It's always
yeah,
something about
yeah.
it that you can't
Hmm,
take it. Right. I'm
hmm.
just like, this thing doesn't act right at all. Right. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I've
make jokes
definitely
about it all
found
the time.
that. During COVID, we were trading a lot of crude oil, um, and it was like it was easy. It was honestly like so easy. I mean, there was a lot of like geopolitical risk premium. So like if you held a contract overnight, which obviously I don't recommend doing, but we were doing it. You wake up and you're up like $3,500 or like 5 grand, and you're just like, "Yep, thank you. Okay, on to the next one."
Yep. Yep.
But
Right.
I'm not sure if I brought it up. It might have been last week with Tiger, but yeah, I read a report from J.P. Morgan saying that a lot of the big banks are kind of shutting down the crude oil trading desks because it's just like not worth it. It's not a profit center for the commodity trading unit
Mhm.
anymore because the market is like irregular and it's behaving very odd.
Right.
Um, should
Very.
respect levels, doesn't, should be trending in a certain direction, reverses, and it's just like what? What is going on?
Say what is going on? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I feel that all the time.
yeah,
All the time. Like literally we
hmm,
talk about this in the London session where it's like this never sets up, right? It's the weirdest thing,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yep,
it's different
hmm,
where if you set up and you take it and it doesn't work out versus you take it and it does work out or maybe it breaks even.
oh
But to
sure,
not set up, that's crazy.
hmm, hmm, yeah, I know, and
Like I want to tell
that's really
people that
this.
I'm like, you know what? My strategy works for all markets except crude oil. That's gonna
Except
start telling people.
so just stay away, right? Okay.
It's
Well, at least you got a good head on your
right.
shoulders, right? And just like stay away. If you can't do it, don't trade it, right?
Master at that at this point, right?
Hmm. Absolutely, I hear
Seriously.
you.
How many
I hear you.
times can you really stand in front of Mike Tyson and take a punch in the face?
Yeah, yeah,
Not me.
I know. And then you're eyeballing an account that's like
Yeah,
down fifty
yeah,
percent, and you're like, "What did
yeah,
I do?" You just destroyed yourself, essentially.
yeah.
So
I'm one of those guys who I almost refuse to say the words "I told you so." So I kind of
uh-huh.
change it up, and I'll say like, "You see what I mean?" Right? It
Uh-huh.
means the same thing. You see what
You
I
see what
mean?
I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It especially sucks when you got to say it to yourself a couple of times. Like
Yeah.
I knew I wouldn't.
Like, you
I
know
knew I
what?
shouldn't have done that.
Funny enough, I had that same, I'll pull it up now. Let's get into some charts, right? So
Yeah.
I had that exact thought last week with
Hmm,
gold,
hmm,
right? And we
mm.
can, chat, we can get my back end, we can get my chart pulled up here. Let's see. I had this same exact thing. Am I sharing my screen?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
let's get it. Okay. Let's try it now. Yeah, if we can get my screen pulled up. I had the
Yep.
same exact thought last week because I was like, man, this is this is short technically,
Hmm,
and
hmm.
I don't know why it's doing this. All right, if we can get my screen pulled up, please, that'd be great. Hang on 1 second here, guys. Yeah, so I'm telling I'm on with of course Tiger, and I'm on with Rich, and I'm like, we got a strong sentiment for longs here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, we can go long, and I tried to take the long here, right? And I'm like, this looks like this is supposed to be long. Tiger mentions the news. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been waiting to like take one of these trades that I think for my setup is right.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to his news sentiment, I'm like, oh yeah, this is perfect, right? So I'm like, okay,
Yes, sir.
let's check this out. Yeah, so I see my regular setup. I got my 5200 cross here, right? So I know I'm in level two, going long, right? So I just put
Mm-hmm.
L2 long. Whoops. Right? And then I'm like, okay, well, I would have the move to happen off the 200, something like this, maybe a pattern like that. I'm like, well, it didn't really do it. And then I see this move off of the 800. I'm like technically, I would have wanted this to happen again off the two,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the 800. But I did see this slight pattern here going long. I'm thinking this is here, stops below, targets up here, somewhere up there, right? And I'm like,
Sure.
I want to take this, but to me, when I see this 5200 cross here, this is a downside trade. Now we're right, so we got 5200 cross. We in level two short. I'm like, and like everybody's looking for ways to go long. I'm like, all right, let's just take it, And sure enough, this thing clearly turns around. You know what's crazy about this is the fact that this literally just make the move going the other way. And I'm like, damn it, I knew that.
Yep.
I
Yep.
knew that I should have not taken that trade to the upside when I clearly see 5200 cross to the downside. This is short right now, right? Until we get some type of move like this, where these same things cross back the other way,
Yeah.
right? So just like you mentioned, I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have did that.
I know you always have a
I just
funny feeling like it's not setting up the way that I feel like it should.
no, no, right? And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really
Mm-hmm.
like to. I want to buy Bitcoin. I mean, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Bitcoin and
yeah.
gold. I'm into buying it. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
short either one of them, right?
Yeah.
So when I seen this, I'm like, I'm down for that. And I would have preferred. I'm like, no, I don't want to short this, but sure enough, perfect move to the other way. And I'm so stuck on the fact that everything lines up for longs except one trait, one let's say attribute, I guess. And yeah, I should have stuck to my guns. I'm like, see, that's exactly why I don't do that shit. That's exactly why. So this one jammed me up. I can't even lie. This one got me. It wasn't much, but still, the point is, I knew I shouldn't have took it, and I took a loss on it just
Sure.
because
Yeah.
this is strong, right? That's why it's so important to have your own, not just follow your rules, but have your own bias. In a way, everyone was looking for longs. I wanted to take a long on gold, right? Because I would much rather buy it than short it. The
Mm-hmm.
news element, Rich was wanting to go long on gold. I'm like, all right, maybe I'm not looking at this right. I'm like, we only got one thing saying no. The rest of it, yeah, let's take it. Eh, eh, right? And I'll be honest, this is the first time since we've been on these sessions that I've like kind of bent my rule a little bit and just said, whatever, we'll just try it.
No, can't
I'm
do
not
that,
doing it.
right? Can't do it.
I'm not doing that again. I don't care what's happening. I'm not doing that again. Right. So this one got me. It was fine. But yeah, since I'm already here, I'll go ahead and share the rest of them. My trade of the week last week was this. What happens when you stick to your rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? Let me go over something first before I jump into all of this. I want to show something, but let me make sure I can show it first before I do something wrong. Okay, cool. So here it is here. And let me reshare my screen on the full side. And cool. Wait. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, this is. I want to make sure we can see what I'm looking at. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Okay, so cool. So as I always mentioned, this is that cycle that I love, and that I follow. This is that market maker cycle for me, right? We got this W structure low, PL, which is the peak low, and of course at the top we got PH, which is the peak high. Right? I'm only trading as always these levels, level one and level two. Now within level one and level two, there's tons of trades, right? Um, of course. All right, cool. So yeah, there's 7 setups, which I'm going to get into here in a second. There's 7 different setups that really 8 that I'm really targeting, right? And it
Hmm.
happens in these 2 levels, level whether it's level one or level two, right? So when I get here, what was that? Was this EU? No, was it USD CAD? Uh, Dang it, I forget which one it is. So hang on, let me reshare this. I don't want to share the wrong thing, so let me do something here.
Yeah, take your time.
Where is this? Okay, here it is here. All right, so now I'll reshare this. All right, cool. So when I say there's 8 trades that I'm really looking for, this is the
Hmm.
8 of them, but they all happen in this same area, right? Whether that's level one or level two, which is mainly what it is. Again, I stay away from the peak high, I stay away from the peak lows.
Hmm.
I don't want to touch any of those, right? So when I say 8 trades we're looking for, I'm looking for this master trade, which you can see happens in level one. I'm looking for this level one money trade, which again happens in level one. Next up is a combo trade, which happens in level one too, but as you can see towards the right here, I got ID 50 and combo trade can happen in any level. So it's kind of hard to say when it will happen, but the setup looks the same, right? The other
Hmm.
ones are the consistent. So we got number 4, which is the M off the 200. That can also be a half a bat, which is what I call it, off the 200, or it can be that head and shoulders pattern off the 200. They all occur in
Hmm.
that level 2 after the 5200 crosses, right? After that, we have this level 2 move, which will be a money trade, right? So it's the same thing as in level 1, except it's after the M or W structure happens. And then finally, which is number 8, is that ID 50 trade, right? So they always happen just like this, no matter what. Um, it's always the same thing, like over and over and over again. So when I draw something out like this on USD CAD,
Hmm.
the funny part about this is I actually already had this marked up before this happened. So when I tell people, like, I'm literally following the same exact thing that I would follow any other day of the week, right? So there's no changes, like,
Yeah,
whatsoever,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I'm going back and forth sharing screens. I just want to make sure I'm showing the right stuff. So this is a picture that I took before on Friday, right? You can see August 15th, but this is something that happened right before the move actually happened, right? And I'm looking for this next move to occur, which would be for me the level 2 money trade. That's why you see this 5200 cross. You can see this L2. I see this W structure. The W structure comes off this white 200 EMA. It runs up and it bounces off this 50 EMA, which is the blue one. So if you look at this is a screenshot that I took right before the move happened, right? Right before. And I'll just quickly show this. And then this is after, right? So same exact thing. We got this reset off the 800 EMA. You can see the W off the 200 here. And of course, this didn't go the full way. I'm just wanting to point this out. This was a Friday. We had all this crazy news going on, but this is the move, right? Like I haven't put in the group. Like I can't make this stuff up. I don't. I wish I can make this happen on the chart. I would benefit from it much more than I do, but this is just how it is, right? Like this is the cycle of what you want to be looking for, right?
Sure.
So super important, like for me to just kind of stick to it all, like no matter what that would say, right? So, and as you can kind of see, yes, this opened up. Well, it actually closed, as you can see, 16. So it closed right here at this yesterday's high level, right? But right after that, kind of went down. Then the market opened up today, so it's a bit lower. But I know the next cycle is for something. Again, after the bounce, we have that W structure off the 200. I want to see this bounce off the 50 EMA at this point. So at this point, I want to see something happen like this, just like that. Right? I'm gonna delete this because this is an alert from last week. So is this. See, I always put this alert on here, say TP smacked. This is my
TP
favorite alert
smack.
to go off. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
TP.
You're automatically out. TP hit, right?
Yep. And then I think I might have mentioned to you before is I got the app on my phone, the TradingView app on my phone. I got the watch and the notifications on. So
Oh
sometimes I
wow,
might be
yeah,
doing
fully
something regular.
connected.
I get that notification, my watch, TP smack. I'm like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
banked.
Mm-hmm. Good day.
Banked. Yep. So yeah. But yeah, the next move would be this bounce off of this 50 EMA, right? So when this sets up, or if it sets up, I'm gonna be looking for something just like this. Let me delete. We'll lock that and then delete everything else. A lot of these drawings are from last week, so I just want to kind of redo it here. But this would be the next move, right? I just want to see something occur just like this. Again, a bounce off of this 50 EMA. So I want to see something just like this, right? And as soon as this happens, I'm gonna be all over this trade, right? The TDI line will look something like this, kind of point back up that way, right? But nice risking one for 2.25. I mean 2 3/4, right? This will be a nice,
Absolutely.
nice setup, right? So this is what I'm looking for this week on USD CAD because the move was not really completed. I thought they would have took out these highs over here, right? Which they haven't. So that's the next move in the cycle here. Yeah, quick pause. I see we got a poll here now, which is biggest headline mover today. Oh man, I would say PPI shocker. I would say Japan, but man, we always got to put Trump at the top because it doesn't
Oh
matter.
yeah,
Everybody,
absolutely right.
it doesn't matter what he says. Like
Uh-huh.
it could just happen.
Nothing else matters,
Right?
right?
Yeah, except him. Right. So we got, hey, what's up? No sleep narrator. He says just join Big Tony up for 40 already.
Yeah.
If you trade Coach Tony, looks like he wants to know. Give him a trade. He's saying.
Give you a trade. Yeah, everybody wants a trade,
Trade.
right? Honestly, if anybody's still watching, I think the NQ looking like a really good bull flag here. Hopefully it holds up, takes another leg higher. But yeah, I was just messing around in the silver markets. Same thing, kind of just nice little bull flag. We can share my screen whenever you want. I'll just run
Yeah,
through like these two quick trades, and we can get back to the longer term stuff because I
for
definitely want to
sure.
talk about Bitcoin a little bit more and maybe the Dixie.
For sure. You got him wanting to throw out a trades. Let's see. I remember last
Yeah,
week
why
he
not?
threw that bomb trade out there and popped on it. So let's see.
Yeah, we're hoping for something similar to that. So yeah, back in whenever you want to share my screen. That'd be just fine. But no, I mean, you know how it is. It's just one of those things where kind of get in, get out, and look at the drilling down to like the 1 minute, 2 minute. Not going any
Right.
further though. No one needs to look at the 30-second chart. We're not algorithmic traders here. It's just one of those things that we look at it,
That's when you
try to
glue.
identify something, and then get in, get
Yeah.
out, and make a couple of bucks. But yeah, I mean, currently right now, I'm just eyeballing like two things that are happening overnight, and then of course it is the overnight U.S. side of things. So not everything always goes according to plan. Um,
Right.
but here, let's see here.
So
Yeah.
back in, we can get Tony's chat screen pulled up.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. We got it here. Perfect. So yeah, like I said, for anyone kind of taking a look that's just dying for a trade on a Sunday night, you can't hold yourself back. Literally, this first one right here is the 1 minute NQ. Um, I actually did this in my cash account, so you're not gonna see the executions painted onto the chart. But I got long just somewhere around here and micro NQ because I'm not taking a full mini contract on a Sunday evening. Come on, I don't want to start out the week on a bad note. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean that looks like it's holding up. I mean, a ton of volume went through. I don't know. There might have been a headline. I think we can actually check here. Trader Hub. This is something that's totally underutilized on my side at least. Is a Trader Hub.
Uh,
I know that for people that trade the U.S. Indices, the opening bell or the opening auction and then the closing auction can sometimes have an effect on where the market opens, at least for the
mhm.
first 5 to 10 minutes. So if you want to trade anything like that, you actually get a little pop up here under the market news area that
Okay.
actually says the opening auction imbalances, whether we're $200 million to buy or 5 billion for sale. Like so that's pretty interesting. Just a little note. But yeah, we'll see if this NQ trade can hold. Like definitely want to see this this bull flag continue with price just not breaking that 9 MA.
Hmm.
So if it does, we get a couple of candles that close below. You might want to kind of just get out and start from scratch. The other one that I did trade on my account here, which led to 580 bucks in profit. This is actually another cool feature, how you can
Nice.
actually see the executions painted onto the chart,
Uh-huh.
which is something that again underutilized for sure. Um,
No, that's
right
interesting.
from the start, let me see. Let's see here. Where was the open? So this was the open, kind of a little bit of a sell off, but then the buyers came in. So nice little bull flag again. I guess we're bullish on silver tonight. It is what it is. Got long three contracts at 38.11, sold one at 12.5 cents, sold another 14.5, and then 15. That's another strategy
Mm.
that you can always do. If you're always afraid about just picking one spot and not getting that perfect execution or all the
Right.
money into your account, all sucking all the profit out of the trade, you can always do that. Leg into it, leg out of it, right?
I love
Stagger
that.
stagger your trades. Um, and interestingly enough, we were actually just coming in. Let me zoom out here. Here, let me go to the yeah, it's a 2 minute chart. I'll just zoom out. Just intraday Fibonacci. I mean, really
Mm.
simple. Like if there's no headlines like pushing these things around and nothing's really going
Hmm.
on, it's probably just going to drift to a Fibonacci level. So high to low. Um, this is that 38.2 Fibonacci level. We just drifted right up to it. Now I just took another trade after everyone was roasting me in the chat for not showing the trade. I took another trade, getting short 2 contracts. What did I short? You can't even see the price. 11 cents. And then bought them back 10 cents and 9 cents. So made a couple extra pennies,
Hmm.
another 150 bucks. And now I'm out. That's it. Okay. Now it's rallying. Maybe it blows through that 38.2 level, intraday Fibonacci. Maybe not. for anyone that wants to know, Tony, how can you kind of identify where the price is going to go to after a Fibonacci level was achieved? Well, we had this little short move in like the last hour. So I'm probably just going to take the Fibonacci tool again, low to high this time. No, whoops, it's gone. Low to high, and kind of just see where we're going to trend to. This time we didn't even pull
Right.
back to that 38.2 level, so indicating that it kind of still wants to go up. That's kind of why I got out prematurely, because I was like, we're probably not going to drift back down. We have this little green candle, and sure enough, it's rallying again. Super, super under a microscope, drilling down to like the 1 minute chart. I usually don't do
Right.
it, especially if it's a Sunday evening, which it is right now. But I couldn't resist. Just had to see. This looks like a good bull flag. Let's see if it continues, and it did. Okay. So
No, for
those are my
sure.
two trades. We're up almost $600. I think that's a pretty good start. If I get into anything else, I will let you guys know. Let's double check on that NQ. It looked like it had a bull flag as well on that 1 minute candle chart. Reset this. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a continuation. Like I said, riding that 9 EMA, which is just that green line
Mm-hmm.
that you see. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see if it continues up. And that could be your trade. That could be your trade for
What's
evening. Hopefully,
what's the
hopefully
other one? What's the
another.
other EMA number that you have on there?
Oh, that one's 21, 9 and 21.
21, 9 and 21. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. So, but if anything, like if you were to take this trade, I mean, maybe I'll just take it for everyone. MNQ. I'll buy two. Now let's go to the MNQ chart so that we can actually see these things. Here we go. Okay. Perfect. We're long at the high. All right. But this will be a
Awesome.
great trade. Yeah, I know. So this will be a great trade to show people if we start to get some of these candles closing below these the 9 and 20, and especially the 21, I'm for sure going to
Mm-hmm.
get out. Okay, I'm for sure going
Right.
to get out because the trend is not happening anymore. It's starting to change.
Right.
Okay, so we'll just be monitoring this trade going forward. Happy to take a couple dollars loss for
What,
everyone.
what about on the other side? At what point will you close it if you're up big? Like we see when you will close it if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
down.
yeah. Where's going to
Yeah,
be my take profit area?
yeah, yeah. Like what would
Oh,
you
it's always hard
where
to
would you take
say,
it?
right? Yeah. It's always hard to say because I mean, perfect. Right now, we're like at this one of Friday's little spiked highs, which there's probably a ton
Mm-hmm.
of supply here, so we probably have to eat through that first. Um, where would my take profit be? I have no idea. Maybe if I'm up, $50, because that's the thing is that like it's overnight. It's a Sunday night. Um, Let me see if we have any
Right.
Fibonacci. I mean, there's probably not. No, I mean, there's not going to be any Fibonacci levels like that I could easily get to. That is a damn good question, but I probably don't know the answer because I don't trade Sunday evenings. I just jump on here for the. Oh man, actually, this is like interesting. Intraday fib level here from Friday, and it looks like no. This trade's not going to work out, chat. This trade is not going to work out. We just hit the 61.8 fib level. We just
Wow.
touched it, and now we're rejecting off. And of course, here we go. We're starting to get these candles closing below those MAs. So, the 21, that's my last stop loss. Okay. If we are
Mm-hmm.
bullish and it starts to break below the 21, it's going. So I'm going to set my stop loss
Right.
just below that 21 MA. If we get hit, we get hit. Okay.
Right.
But looks like we're getting a little
Ain't
bit
over
of
yet.
support here. We're getting a little
Yeah.
bit of support. Probably not going to hold up, but it's probably a great area to reverse the trade though. So we'll see. But for educational purposes, that's where we're at, everybody. So Ultra Maximus Prosecco, no sleep narrator, that's where we're at. in a couple of micros here, messing around.
Here you go. Right
Yep.
back at it.
Yep. So yeah, anytime we want to switch back to Coach Michael's screen, I'll continue to give live updates on this. But I did want to take a look at the dollar and Bitcoin because it's kind of tough to say, but could we like potentially get a forecast for a high into like end of Q3, early Q4 into the end of the year? Because people are like calling. I saw one person calling for Bitcoin 150,000 just based off of like technical support because Bitcoin is not coming down at all.
Right.
I
Right.
guess it just what bolsters the price up here at like $117,000 per Bitcoin, which is totally insane.
Especially from it's one of those things where it's like I still am flabbergasted that this thing is this high to
Really?
this day.
Yeah.
Right? Like all the Bitcoin that I sold, yeah, just freaking insane.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Actually, looks like I got a little something. Yeah, if we can get it back to me, looks like I might have a
Yeah, yeah.
little something over here. Let me see what we got. Uh,
All right, you're live, my friend.
oh yeah, we definitely got a little something. Let's see, let's
All
see,
right,
let's
so that's on
see.
the
So
one
let
dollar.
me. I do like this. Yeah, I do like this actually. So let me. Dang, I don't even have my. Let me get my my platform up here. But yeah,
No, all good.
I'm liking this to the upside for the simple fact that we got enough space. We got a nice little close. This is good. This is actually pretty freaking good. We'll see where this goes. Kind of like you, I'm not definitely not going to put a full position on here, but we
Yeah, I know.
shall see.
Yeah, I know. Anything can happen overnight, right?
Yeah, and again, I'm just not a Sunday uh, trader, really, to be honest. I
Mm-hmm.
like to
No, I
kind
know.
of,
You get the Sunday
luckily,
scaries. You're like, looks good, but is it good?
really, yeah, like, I'm not too quite sure. So cool. Let me,
Oh
I'll
yeah,
reshare my whole screen just so we can see the position go in. Right. Um, yeah, I'm feeling this level. I'll be totally honest. So it
for
looks
sure.
like this stop is up at 37. I'll put this at 37.75. So just a few pips below. Or actually, this is fine where it is. 37.78. So let's just do that one. 37.78. 37.78. Definitely not going to risk that much. Closer to 125. Cool. So let's buy this here, right? Sweet. So we are in, and then we got this TP up here at 38.74. I'm gonna put this at 38.73. Kind of front run it just a little bit.
Sure.
38.73.73. All right, so cool. Just to kind of see what pops off with this one. But yeah, not too bad to be totally honest. I'll be honest, I don't like the second W structure, but in this
Okay.
case, since it's silver, we got some fundamental sentiment here. I will take
Sure.
this, right? So we got this fresh 5200 cross. We're in level two, right? Looking for any type of structures off this area.
Mm-hmm.
We got one here. W going long. Got another one right here. W going long.
It's
So
unreal.
we'll see what this ends up going.
So we're going up on
Uh,
silver, huh?
oh yeah, we are. We are. I'm into it. For sure. And on top of that, I just had the session with Tiger, and silver is when top two for bullish. So this should.
Hmm.
Oh dang! I mean to do that. This theoretically, from both standpoints, should be pretty good. I'm gonna probably hold this to the next session just to even see. Yeah, we got this here and here. Oh, so getting a little bit of action. We shall see. This spread is a little funny, but whatever. Sunday night. we'll see what we
I
can
know
get.
it's so weird. Sometimes it gets super wide, and it's like, what the heck is going on here?
Right. Like, damn it. Why are you so wide open like that? It's kind of weird. But cool. I like this. We'll see. We
Two to
got
one, huh? Is
plenty of
that
stuff.
what you're going with? 2 to 1 risk reward.
Yep. Yep. Right at the 2 to 1.
Is that usually the risk reward that you use?
Man, I would love 2 to 1s all the time. Typically, my bare minimum is 1 1/4. Like, if it's a
Yeah, yeah,
pristine
yeah.
setup, A+ setup, and it's a
Hmm.
1 for 1, I'll do it. I'll be honest,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
still do it. But
yeah.
minimum, I like 1 1/4, 2 for 1. That's kind of more of my style. If it's
Hmm.
anything over two, 2 1/4, 2.5, 2 3/4, three, oh, I'm all over that one for sure. Um, right. Then I just like to put these levels in here too. Once we get here, I always just like to do SL to BE. Right. So stop loss to break even. That's what I would put.
Hmm. Hmm.
Fuck this ass. Um, I do like to also know when we get kind of halfway, so I'll just put alerts on here as well. I think I might have showed this last week, but I always put stop loss hit just for an alert for myself. And then that level between basically halfway between them. So from here to here looks like it's about 3,300. So I'll put this around 150, right? Somewhere around there. I do want to know again. Yeah, this thing is coming back at this point. At this point, depending on how hard it is, maybe something came out. I don't know. I just want to kind of know. So I'll just put coming back. And then I got my infamous, you know, TP smack.
Hmm. Absolutely. The one that you hope hits overnight while you're
Exactly.
sleeping, making money while you sleep.
Yeah. I love to wake up and see that alert. Yeah, TP smack. I'm like, oh, okay, great. We in the game at this
Perfect. Thank God.
point. Yeah, we in the game.
Oh
Mm.
my
So this
gosh.
actually looks great. We might have a little parabolic move here, just going straight up. Like maybe, just
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
if we're lucky, we can grab that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, so it looks like my fill is 38.12. Let me just make sure I got this at the right spot. 38.12. Oh, see, slight spread issue there, but yeah, 38.12. That's fine. It's still good enough. One thing I like about like my style is a few pips doesn't really matter. Like to be totally honest,
Hmm.
unless
Hmm.
even for here, right? Like I got this below the low, just a few pips, and I actually got a great example as to why I always do that, which is on USD CAD. Um, I took USD CAD on, like I just showed you guys, on Friday, and we took this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna delete all of this. No, delete them. And then I will point out why it is so important to make sure that you put your stop loss in the right spot. For me, I always do mine like a few pips below this, below, what's that target at? USD CAD. All right, so I always put my stop loss 2 or 3 pips below the swing, right?
Hmm.
And I've seen this happening live, right? So I took 2 positions on this. I always take one at the close, and I like to take one at the pullback, right? So I took this position first at the close, and then the second one. Wait, what the hell is going on right now? Um, Why does it look like this? It looks kind of weird. Anyway, I took this right at the close here, right, of this candle, and I wanted to have my second position
Mm-hmm.
for the pullback position. Now, this could have been so close, right? And if you look at this, let me zoom in a bit here. This is why if you look at this red candle, then you see this green candle, you can see this easily. You can see this, let's say, bounce area, right? This wick candle came down far as hell. I actually seen this candle all the way down here. I'm like, oh, it's definitely finna stop me out. I was
Mm-hmm.
certain it
Mm-hmm.
was gonna stop me on Friday. I was like, damn, I know they had the news came out, they had the meeting, everything was going on. I'm like, oh, well, guess you should have, shouldn't have been trading with all of that news coming out. But this thing came down to the pip, as you can see, right? But me, I always put it 2, 3 pips below this swing. And the reason I always do that again is because I see this happen way too much. I'm sure a lot of traders got knocked out right here. Right
Sure.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? They just had to. And even having this small little window, right, of 2 to 3 pips, it'll do you good a lot of the time. So I always put my stop 2, 3 pips below the swing. And once again, this is exactly why. Now, of course, I couldn't grab this full position all the way down here like this. That would have been super nice because I would have ended up with
Sure.
a nice but right. That's a hindsight play, but um, yeah, I always want to make sure that stop loss is in the right spot so that you don't get knocked out over something stupid like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
It
Mm-hmm.
easily got easily. So
Always got to let
um,
the trade breathe there.
you have to. It's so important. So important. My trade of the week last week was EU, right? EU for me last week was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, absolutely gorgeous. We had this beautiful, as always point out, 5,200 cross to the upside, right? So I knew I was in level two, right? So 5,200 cross, L2, right? I'm looking for that W or that, let's say, half back structure or that head and shoulder structure, some type of pattern off of this 200 EMA. And what do we have? Bam. This is it right here. This entire area is exactly what I was looking for. We had news on this day too. It was really good, right? Um, once we had this 5,200 cross, I'm looking for the move to happen off the 200. So we had this first leg here. I can see this is outside the band on the TDI, so I'm not really worried about that. But we had this close back below. Once this thing closed above here, that was the trade right there. This thing pulled back really nice. Right, I took one position here, and I took another position at the 50. And what did it do? It
Mm-hmm.
pulled
Mm-hmm.
all the way down here. This candle was all the way down here at this point, as you can see. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, my first trade of the week gonna get hit. Right? Then what does it do? This thing
Yeah. Can't
pulls
have
all the
that.
way up, closes
Yeah.
green. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, oh, I think I got him. I got him. Next thing you know, we had one candle, second candle, this third candle here. Oh, whoops.
Massive. Yeah.
And up. Yep. Took me out at TP right around here.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what I'm
Perfect.
talking
Yeah. I
about.
was gonna say. Yeah. Moving averages
Yeah.
going your way. Get that confirmation candle. You're in.
Everything was there on this trade.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about this was nice. This was my setup of the
See,
week
it's one of
last
those
week.
things.
So
Yeah, that's the one that you got to like triple down on, man, and just
mhm.
get more of a buffer.
Hey, yeah, just a bit, right? No, I smashed this. I took this trade on all my accounts. This was a beautiful trade, like absolutely
Perfect.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
So even if I don't, I won't double down on the one account, but I will take it on all of my accounts or half my accounts or something along those lines. Which in essence is damn near the same thing. But yeah, I put all my risk on this particular trade. It was gorgeous. Now the fact that it continued to go the next day, as you can see, that's not really my move. I don't really hold trades to the next session like that. This blue box here is the Asia session. So, I would have bought for this, and I don't like to hold trades period to the next day. So this happens sometimes where it's like, man, I closed it here and it went all the way up here. I don't care about that. I'm just not really into that. There's no way to tell that. Like, this part is not repeatable. What I did is repeatable. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, absolutely.
Super good trade. But yeah, this was the setup of the week last week. We did have that silver setup though, like last week, which was super close too. All right, let's just go get over the silver. This was super nice as well last week. Same exact setup. If you can catch this, 5,200 cross to the upside. We know we're in level 2, and we're just looking for that W structure off the 200, going long. Same exact move. This happens all the time.
Yeah.
As soon as this 5,200 cross and you get this move off the 200, this will end up going. Right, so absolutely love these setups. Yeah, we'll see what we can get with this. What else do we have? We already went over USD CAD. Oh, UJ. Me and Tyke was talking about UJ. We can get some type of setup here on UJ. This would be nice as well. Same thing. Got this fresh 5,200 cross here. All right, I know I'm in level 2. And I'm looking for some type of nice pattern off this area here. Going back to the downside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
All right. Got the reload coming here. RS for reload, of course. But yeah, some move like this, I'll be all over this trade. Right? Almost a nice 2 for 1, maybe 1.5, something nice.
Yeah,
I would want price
a little bit of room for sure
before I take it. I wouldn't want to take it before it closed below it. But yeah, something like this.
Yeah.
Nice. Right, absolutely nice. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty early. I didn't think we really had too much more. What else was it? Oh, it was NU as well. I think I went over this. Yeah, I went over this with Tiger not too long ago.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Right, so
that one looks like it's following exactly what you were noting on the graph.
yeah. Most definitely. We got everything about this is setting up pretty nice, to be honest. We got a huge left shoulder, huge head, right shoulder. This is definitely panning out so far. I actually know a few traders who are actually looking for this same thing too. I'm like, oh, I was looking at this same exact thing. Right? So definitely looking to take you short for the week. We'll see how this pans out. I feel like I always let you know the following week on Sunday.
I know, it's always one of those things. That's just how it happens. It's all good. I mean, it's just the way that it goes. But no, I mean, it seems like it's a really good setup. I mean, as long as nothing happens to make it kind of cross or break that head and shoulders pattern.
Right. No, absolutely. That was pretty much it on this front. Like I said, we had that nice EU. So next up so I'm sorry, EU's dead. I wouldn't be taking this again because once the 5,200 cross happens, my next move that I was looking for, which is I'm glad to point out here is I was looking for longs right somewhere around right here. Because after you get the
Mm-hmm.
5,200 cross, you'll get this move off the 200, which again is the
Mm-hmm.
white one. But the next move for me, so we got this like this here. The next move happens off the 50 to go back long, like that.
Mm-hmm. So
Right?
what
That's the
was it?
next
There was
move
some
to
sort
the
of news
upside.
headline or something that sent it low.
Nah, so this is what I always like to point out too, is this is why this TDI is so important because if I have price outside the band, how I do here, this is not it. They're creating
Mm-hmm.
an outside structure there, but you don't want to take that trade, right? So I would have been looking for something, let's say like this, to go back higher. But I would have been looking
Yeah.
for the second leg. This is why I always bring up I don't take V's, I take W's. Right? This is a V. There's nothing. There's nothing there. It's
Yeah, the
just.
V is not good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like the retest. Right? This comes up and it bounces like this. Yeah, I would much rather have it come up, give me some type of move like that, and go up. The W's and the M's are much better than the V's, in my opinion. I don't take the V's.
Mm-hmm.
We had an incident like that. Is it NJ? I want to say no. Oh, I don't know why I didn't go to NJ. Was it on NJ? No, maybe it was AN. Oh, yep. So here it is here. This is exactly why I leave my charts marked up because you can easily go back to it, right? So same thing. You had the 5,200 cross. Now this did work out. I will admit this was a what I would call an outlier. But the fact that this never really made a W, just kind of just made one leg, I wouldn't take this. Like how this is outside the band, how I just mentioned on the other one, and it didn't
Mm-hmm.
work. It's a perfect example of why you shouldn't take those because this ends up not working out, right? So yeah, I never take the V's. I had something marked up before where I say, the V is not it. I only take the M's and the W's. If the V sets up, I still wouldn't take it. I don't care about it. This is an example here. We'll reshare this. All right. So when I'm looking for my patterns, I'm only looking for three things: the M or W, which is the same thing depending on if you're going long or short. The HB, which is the half a bat, which kind of looks like an M or W. It's just that the first leg is not as long or short as the second leg. The head and shoulders pattern, of course, whether it's long or short. And then
Mm-hmm.
that the only three I take. But then at the end, you see it says V. Say no to V's. Say no to V's. These don't work out. They don't work out.
Yeah. Never.
You want to
Yeah.
take the N
Yeah.
and the W's or half the bats. Like you need another pass. You need
Yeah.
a high, run away a little bit, and then retest that high, so to speak, or a low, run
Yeah.
away a little
Yeah.
bit and
Yeah.
retest the low. The
Yeah.
V,
Yeah. You got to let the
not
market
work
have
out.
price discovery. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a perfect example of why you shouldn't do that, really. And I got tons and tons of markups, but I would bore you guys to death with that. Like, no, this is why you don't take these trades, right? So, yeah, just a great example here of no, say no to the V. The V is not it. I make jokes and say V stands for victim. You're gonna be a victim
Yeah.
if you
I know.
take
You don't want to be a victim.
the say V. It does not stand for victory. It stands for victim. You're gonna get jammed up. So yeah, stay away from those. Um, but yeah, that is pretty much it so far. I can kind of go through what I'm. If you want to show something, or I can kind of go through what I'm looking for the week so far.
Yeah, no, I'm
I know
just
it's kind
looking. I'm still
of
just
early
putting
still.
around. I ended up, little trade update. I ended up closing out that MNQ position. It actually went a little bit higher, and then it started to pull back just a little bit, but I closed out for like an $11 profit. So always profits out here on a Sunday night. But
Absolutely.
now it's like, it's come back just a little bit. So and actually, it looks like I was just reading the chat. I always forget, gotta pay attention to the chat here, even on the quiet markets on Sunday nights. It sounds like someone else was in that NQ trade. And
Rise and grind.
let's see,
Total 479 profit.
rise and grind.
Nice.
Yeah, 479 profit. That's great. That's awesome. Oh, GBP
Nice.
USD. There we go.
272.
Taking a
Okay.
page out of Michael's book.
Love it. Love it. So $11 is huge.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, when you're trading the micro contracts, I guess it is, right?
Right. Hey, $11 here is huge. You know how much I can get for $11 USD here?
I know, that's the dream, honestly. Nah, no sleep narrator.
Seriously.
You got to come back for the futures kickoff on Monday, tomorrow morning. I'll be on there, and that's when we'll be slinging around some size. Definitely getting into a couple of mini contracts. See if we can't make a couple $1,000 on the day. Actually, on Friday it was funny. I was up $1,500 pretty early, like in the first 30 minutes of the U.S. market open. And then fast forward 30 minutes later, I'm down 500. So I, obviously lost $2,000. Yeah. Honestly, first time on the live stream that I think I actually incurred like a pretty substantial loss. But it's live, right? You can't. It's raw. You can't sugarcoat it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But then I ended up finishing
Nintendo or nothing like that.
Yeah, no hiding. There's no hiding. Tide goes out, and you get to see who's swimming naked, and that definitely happened. But no, I mean, I think I finished the day up like $1,400. So I mean, just a ripsaw of different stuff going on, and that's day trading, though. I mean, that's just how much it kind of sucks that you can just give it all back in like a 30-minute or an hour period. Like, it's one of the things that I hate about day trading. Yeah.
No, I tell people all the time, like, this is not for the weak, right? Like, not for the faint of heart at all. Like, if you don't like roller coasters, if you don't like ups and downs, if you don't like, not being sure, this might not be for you, right?
Yeah.
If you don't like, that person like, man, I could have sworn I had a $20 bill. I don't know what happened to it. And you like ripping your hair out for days trying to figure out what happened to that 20. This might not be for you, right?
True.
Me, on the other hand, I'm like, man, I could have sworn I had $20, but whatever.
Yeah, maybe I'll find it.
That's out.
Yeah.
It'll pop up somewhere.
No. Just go to the money printer, the trading machine, print out another one.
I don't know if you've seen the meme. I wish I can pull it up somehow. Maybe I can see if I can get the back end and pull it up. But it's this guy. He's like, he has this long sword. And he's like in the kitchen, and it's like this orange, and he's just like, and then like the orange just like falls in half, and it's supposed to be impressive. And then they got the guy. He's in the computer. He looks at him. He's like, he's looking. He's like clicks the mouse, and then like a wad of money, like $100K falls on the desk, and he's like, yeah, what do you got to say about that? Yeah, that's impressive. You want to see impressive? That's impressive.
Yeah.
Who cares? You can slice an orange.
Yeah.
We don't care about it.
Can't leave out the people that can cut their account in half as well.
Yeah.
That is pretty impressive.
Yes. This guy is insane. Like, some of those memes are like, wow, that is amazingly impressive, right? Like, I just don't even know how you did that.
I know it's one of those things where, I mean, I feel like Hola Prime should definitely have like some of those like crazy bad stories of like what happens, right? When you overtrade, revenge trade, just freaking keep on going when you should stop. Like, we got to have that. The dark times.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of, I'll bring up mine really quick, right? Like before I had a lot of them, obviously, but when I was finally looking
Mm,
to one point when I'm like, man, like I just really want to invest into like my mentor actually, who it was the last mentor I've ever had, crazy enough. So it was the best
yeah,
decision I made
yeah,
trading wise. And I just watched him for quite a while. And I'm like, man, this guy is really good. Like he's Steve Morrow. He's huge in the space of like market maker trading. Like he learned from a market
yeah,
maker, huge. And
yeah,
I'm like, man, I want to do it so bad, but I don't got 5K to put down on this. I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't have $5,000 at this stage of my life. I just don't. Right. And even if I did, I would have had to scrape it together and that would have been my last dollar that would have been given this guy. Like, what if it doesn't work?
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
but I did have a trading account. Actually, I had a $15,000 trading account at this point, and this was all real money. So this is long before prop firms that we know about
Sure.
to this day.
Oh yeah. My God. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I'm thinking like I can't like take out all my money and like I only have this much left or whatever. So I'm like I don't have any more liquid cash. So like it took me forever to get this. You know what I mean? So I didn't have another 5K to give up, but believe you me, I had a
Mm-hmm.
horrible trading week. Horrible trading week. I'm over leveraged.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm getting hit by everything that can possibly hit me. And in one day, I lost like $7,400. I'm like, I cannot
Oof. Yeah.
believe I
Yeah.
lost more than half of my account in one day. And I'm like,
Yep.
I could have gave him the money to actually get me on track, right? I'm like, man, that day I literally sent them a message. I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I'm like, please send me the
Mm-hmm.
link. Like, where do I even sign up for
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
stuff at?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
take it. I literally can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my horrible, horrible, horrible. But luckily for me, they actually had a deal that week. So instead of me paying 5K, actually we paid 1250. And I'm like, had I
Oh
known it
wow.
was
There
only
you go.
$1,250, I might have did this earlier, just a little bit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I would have stopped when I
Take that.
lost 3,000 and then just paid.
Yes, yes. So that hurt really bad. And then on top of that, afterwards, he
Yeah.
like, you guys can't trade. You can't trade for a month. I'm like,
Mm.
can't trade for a month. He's like, you need to unlearn everything you learned, right? Like you've been looking at this wrong. So I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
taken a break. I've never had a mentor, trainer, whatever, say you guys can't trade for the entire time you're doing this. Until we get through
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
this session, you guys can't trade. And after that, we need to do all of this. After that, you need to do this. After that, you need to do this. Then you can trade. Like, whoa, this guy's serious. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. I mean,
we'll
there's
give it
always
a
there's
try
always a method, right?
for sure, for sure. And at this point, right, like, what do I got to lose besides another $7,400? What do I got to lose?
It can't get
Right?
much
So
worse than this.
it really can't. It really can't. So I'm like, all right, man, off the
Uh,
best thing that I feel like trading wise I could have ever done because I showed pictures
sure.
last week. I think I still might have them. I can pull them up really quick, but yeah, this was the best trading. I mean, man, I'm just so freaking glad that I did that to this day. Um, I don't know where I put this at. I'll find it in a moment, but but yeah, it was super super cool. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
this is making more sense, right? And just even understanding, like, I didn't even know what a market maker was back then. So,
Yeah. 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 It's the
where is
people that can
this?
read the tea leaves of the market, man. Come on.
Right.
But no, I mean it always is obviously good to have a plan no matter what you're going into. Coach Tiger, we see you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Michael's
Hey,
just
Coach
talking
Tiger.
about an insane success story that he had.
Ah, yeah, that's exactly what
No,
it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but I've been in, dude. I
Here it
mean,
is. Here.
but that's the thing is that like you got to
Check it
pay for the
out.
education. It's one of those things. It's like you can look at it as a lot. Oh wow, that's great. Wow, there it is. Perfect.
Yeah. This is him on the left hand side. This is the guy who I
Yeah,
was literally like, I'm so glad that I like even invested into the
yeah,
education. and then on the right side is his protege. So funny enough, this weird. I love this picture because it's literally three proteges. You got the teacher,
Hmm.
the student, and the student of the student. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like this is a huge
exactly.
picture
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like love these guys. They taught me everything I know. Obviously, I've advanced onto what they've done and just added more to it. But man, I
Sure.
wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for these two guys right here. Like
Yeah, yeah,
great, great teachers,
yeah.
right?
It's a
Like
great shout out.
absolutely amazing.
No, that's
So,
the way it should be.
but yeah, absolutely love it, love it, love it, love it. So I always like to say, like you just mentioned, you gotta you know invest. You gotta invest into your craft.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
all know like you don't become a doctor or a lawyer or whatever without getting some student loans or something,
yeah.
right?
That's true. I know. I know. You got to pay for the education. It's true.
Maybe you
And
were
you got to look
lucky
at
enough to have,
you got to look at it the
some
right
rich.
way. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, if you don't have any money, then like every single dollar is like something that you feel. It's like the pain that you just like
Hmm.
feel. Like it's not going anywhere. Um, but it also, I think, it makes you like take it seriously because I'm sure that you were like, I cannot lose this. Like I need to take it seriously.
Yeah,
A1 setups, learning everything. Um, and obviously the gambling mentality, like just totally losing that, drop that.
yeah, yeah. And it's just one of
Yeah.
those things, right? Where it's like you said, you just got to look at it the right way. Some people like, wait, how much does this cost? And like, it's not a cost; it's an investment. It's something
Hmm.
you're gonna get back
Yeah.
if you do it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So just speaks volumes at the end of the day. And then again, like man, these guys have it lucky these days because there was no prop firm that you can just put up a few $100 to, get a X amount of account. Like capital was a real thing back then. Like if you didn't have the
Sure.
capital,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how good of a trader you was. If you only got
Yeah.
$1,000, guess what? When you make 1%, you're making $10. Who
Yeah.
cares,
Yeah. Exactly.
right? Nowadays, you can pass
Man.
a challenge, get a few 50, 100K, and be rocking and rolling with a simple strategy.
I know,
So,
honestly, just instant funded, no risk. I mean, your initial risk is just obviously the cost, but it's just like one of those things like, damn,
right.
wish we had it.
Night and day, night and day. Like what you
Yeah.
would say, like you youngest got it easy.
Yeah. Doesn't every young generation have it easy? It's one of those things. Everything gets
Yes,
democratized. Like everyone's got to die in the battlefield before, the guys end up going in, the younger guys go in, right?
yeah, it's nuts,
Yeah.
nuts, nuts, nuts.
But no, it's a great
Yeah,
story. I mean, like it is one of those things. Like it's true. Like you got to take it seriously. You got to know what you're doing. Um, no sleep narrator. Childhood pic of Coach Tony. When the childhood picture is me on the screen right now. Right? Come on. Don't I look young? That's a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you just had to put money into a brokerage, and they give you margin, and it's kind of like off to
yeah.
the races. And then even so, like the demo accounts that some of the platforms had, like Thinkorswim, which obviously TD
Mm,
Ameritrade, now Charles Schwab. It's like
that's wild, right?
still like there were like quirks that went on the back end of like that type of stuff. So, and they didn't allow you to like trade every product, and there was like weird stuff going
Mm,
on where you could watch the live feed on your demo account, but then when you wanted to hit execute, you almost had to like write it down on a piece of paper and kind of just self record
yes,
like what your P&L was,
yes,
because like you would submit an order and it would like execute at some weird price, and yeah, yeah. It's
yeah.
just like how
But
technology
like you
has
said,
come
TD
forward.
Ameritrade. TD
Yeah,
Ameritrade, if you went on demos, like the feed is delayed by like 10, 15 minutes. It's like,
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. I know.
what?
It's just so weird, so weird.
Yeah. Best time ever to want to be a trader and just the tools, the
Right now.
resources, that
Oh
it's
yeah, the
just unlimited.
education. Yeah, yeah.
Just
I know. And
ridiculous. So,
obviously having like the all the coaches that can tell you all the mistakes and the stuff to look out for, and
mhm.
And then that's the same thing is like, even though like, yeah, there's a ton of education out there nowadays, like be it on YouTube or at any of the prop firms, it's one of those things that is just like there's also a lot of like bad information out there too. So
For
when you get
sure.
in with like a firm like Ola Prime that has, I'm not even sure how many trading coaches between like the CFDs and the
Hmm.
futures side. I mean, we probably have like at least 10, probably 10 coaches and then a couple of the
Right.
psychological trading coaches as well.
Mhm.
Um, that's like I say, it's like over 150 years of trading education, trading advice, and mistakes, wins, losses, all this type of stuff. So it's a great place to be. It's a great time to be learning trading right now as well, obviously.
Yes. Even man, you hit it right on the head. Even to say psychology is like what? Who even? I didn't even know
Oh
about that
yeah.
until
Yeah, yeah,
years
yeah.
of losing money. It's like, wait, so you mean to tell me that there's trading psychologists? That's a job. That's someone's
That's a job,
career.
yeah.
Yeah, like wait, what? Like yeah, you know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
when you
yeah.
don't want to take a trade, but for some reason, like your mind just makes you click the mouse anyway.
Mhm.
Like your
Mhm,
mind
mhm.
somehow goes to your index finger, you click the mouse. You know that part
Yeah,
right there where you didn't want to do it, but you did it. Yeah, that's you.
absolutely.
That's all psychology
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
your
Yep,
ears.
yep, yep.
Like yes, yes, you need a
Yeah, that's the
coach.
bad part. That's a scary part of all this is that you can totally just blow yourself up. Why? I have no idea why. you know,
Yeah,
just one of those things that you can for sure do, and you got to be careful. Totally.
and it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing because who would ever thought, right? I
Hmm.
always say all the time,
Hmm.
like the market is the craziest thing ever, right? Because there's nowhere on the face of the earth that someone can rob you and you don't know who it is, right?
Gone with the
You
wind.
actually
Yeah.
put the mouse, right? And it's like, wait, did they rob you or did you give them the money and just ran
Yeah.
away,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Did you let
And
that
then like
happen?
can make you feel that way afterwards. It's like,
Hmm.
man, I feel like I
Hmm.
just got robbed, but I didn't get robbed because there's no gun, there's no
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
scam,
Yeah.
there's
Sure.
anything.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I did this to myself. You did do that to yourself. no, no other place in the world does this exist, right?
It's
You want to
true.
keep making the same
So
mistake?
true.
Fine. Keep making the same mistake. Where's the
Hmm.
teacher?
Hmm.
You are the teacher. Where's the student? You are the student.
No, I
But
know.
wait,
I know.
you're not supposed to get it. Not yet, at least. Right? It's kind of like a constant thing of wow, 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 epiphany moments. Like, wow, I can't
Yes. Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah.
better believe it.
No, but that's the thing. Good things take time, and like it's like there's a bunch of different ways to like learn in trading. Whether it's obviously learning, obviously the ins and outs of like the different products and all the specs, the technical specs, and understanding why the market moves, understanding what
Right.
moves your specific security that you're looking at, be it currencies or be it
Mhm.
commodity futures or index futures. Like there are so many things to learn. And then you can obviously learn by just staring at the chart. It's not the best way to learn,
Right.
obviously, because you could just read about why these types of patterns emerge. But yeah, it's just there's a ton of different ways that you gotta learn, but you gotta do it. And like you gotta put in the hours, the days, the years.
Yeah.
And then obviously the financial
Yeah.
commitment. But like you said, totally. It's different. It's a different time now, right? The financial commitment can be extremely minimal, or it can be like maximum. Like you could put $50,000 into your account and just like kind of learn the hard way. We always say baptism by fire, right? Um,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, it's all up to you now how you want to do it. Or if
Seriously.
you want to start, or if you're like a veteran and you've been doing it for a long time, but you feel like you might want to start looking into futures. Great place to start again, you know, because I mean, I really don't think that I could go from the years of futures experience and the commodity side just jump right into trading, foreign exchange, because I'm just like, I have
Yeah,
no idea what the hell is going on, you know?
right.
So I'd probably obviously go to one of the coaches and be like, let's have some one-on-one sessions.
Please let's have some sessions because I don't know what is
Yeah, yeah,
happening right here. I'm
yeah,
doing a
yeah.
horrible job at this right now, but I was trying to draw some type of overlapping thing here where you got right. I was put risk management,
Hmm.
right? Then you got edge, right? Then you got I can't even spell psychology to be honest. PSY. I'm gonna put psychology. Don't ask me to
I
spell
love the
anything. I
graphics.
can't spell it. Right? What else you got? Risk management, edge, psychology, uh,
I don't even know.
trade management,
Monetary aspect,
PM,
trade man.
right? Something. He got a whole bunch of stuff going on in here that doesn't make any sense. You like, wait, what is happening? Right? You
Yeah,
can't
so you
even
might
tell
ask
what's
yourself the
going on.
question, why do I want to do this to myself?
Yeah. I tell people all the time, like, dude, if like, oh, should I start trading? To be honest, probably
Mm.
not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
probably not. This is not the best thing to get
Yeah,
into.
yeah. Yeah, I know, I know. I've honestly said that. Of course, I was, slightly joking, but not. Tony, I wanna start to be a trader. What should I do? Don't. No, no, no.
Right.
Where should I
Don't
start?
do it.
No, don't be a trader, please.
Don't. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to shave years off of your life? you know. You want to add a ton
Right.
of stress. You want to have a position on at nighttime and then not be able to sleep, constantly checking your phone or worrying.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then
I'm sure
don't
you
do
see
it.
all of those memes where it's like, oh, you're trying to enjoy yourself and whatever, and it's kind of like, yeah, you constantly check your phone to see if you in
Oh,
position or
it's
not.
true.
It's like,
Yeah, I know. Whether you hit take profit or whether you approach your maximum drawdown or your stop loss. Oh my god,
right,
had numerous
right.
nights like that, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't hold positions overnight anymore. Is because like, yeah, I mean, I could trust myself to like not look at my phone and be awake, but like it's just one of those things where
Mhm.
do you want a 50-50 shot of first thing when you wake up you're either going to have good news or you're going to have freaking terrible news. Because honestly, trading sometimes, I mean, and maybe you could answer this yourself, Michael, is like it's one of those things where you make money in a trade and it's just like, does it even make you happy anymore? like, or do you know that it's just like a couple more chips that you have to like put back into the
Right,
system and hopefully,
right.
I'm
Hopefully,
either
you
going
can
to
come
lose
out
it
on
or I'm going to
top.
make. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's just one of those things.
Right. No, I feel you. Some of the days,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, damn it. That's all I can really say,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like I
yeah.
can't believe. Again, my gold trade last week. I'm like, see, that's why I don't do this. Like, you could have
Hmm.
easily
Hmm.
not made that stupid mistake, right? And you could have been up. Now, whether you're up a little bit or a lot, when you make those mistakes, you
Hmm.
like, yeah, I walked away with 4, but you could have had 7 had you not made that mistake. Yeah, I walked away
Sure.
with 2, but yeah, you could have had 6 if you
You
didn't
could
do
have.
that
Yeah.
dumb
I
thing.
know. I
Like, at
know. I
what
know.
point do you
Shoulda, woulda,
just
coulda.
not do
Yeah.
that? Yeah, like what is it? What is it? And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be totally honest. I like to think I do a great job of not doing that because I literally learned my
Sure.
lesson 1,000 times already.
Yeah, yeah,
But for
yeah, yeah.
some strange reason, every
Hmm.
now and
Hmm.
then, like the gold thing that happened last week, I haven't done that in months. Like I
Hmm.
don't even
Hmm.
know. The only thing that changes is how long it takes you to do that again, right? Instead of you doing that every trade, or maybe do it every other trade, every 3 trades. All right,
Right.
you ain't did it in two
Yeah, yeah.
weeks. You did it in a month.
No.
I'm at the stage where all right, I did that in 3 months, right? That's really
Yeah.
it. But I
There's not
still
much
do it
else that
no
you can
matter.
do. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also one of those things where it's like Like, you up. You can risk. You got enough cushion. But why do
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Why
yeah.
do
Yes, I
that
know.
though?
You're up. You're in profit. Like, just keep it. Walk
Yeah,
away, because there's always
yeah.
tomorrow. And tomorrow's gonna
It's
bring
the
another
weird.
loss.
Yes, the weirdest thing to do that again. And like, I can't believe I
Hmm.
did that. Yeah, it's definitely stressful. I'll be totally honest. It's one of those things where it's like, man, if I wasn't such a math person and I knew that, like, well, just to be honest, at this stage, unless I totally just go against what I've been doing for the longest, all my habits, I know I'm going to come out on top. Like, that's just what it is.
Hmm. Hmm.
But the question
Yeah,
is, how much on top am I going to come out of? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the question, right?
I hear
The chance of
you.
me
I hear
walking
you.
away with less than I came is very slim, but I got to stick to what I'm doing for one. But yeah, it's still that area of, I just like to try it. Yeah, you can make 3 grand today, and for some reason on Friday, when you know you shouldn't trade, you got to throw $500 at that trade. For some strange reason, you got to do that. I don't know why, but you just have to do it.
It's just the market. It's just the market, right? You're
Yeah.
addicted. I mean, if we weren't addicted, then what? We wouldn't be sitting here. We wouldn't be coming back and logging on every single day. Wouldn't be clicking the button,
Yes,
you know?
yes, yes. And it's one of those things where it's like, no matter what. I have a bad habit, right? Of like, say for example, I do this in two things, right? One of them is basketball. If we're playing any type of basketball game where we're shooting, I have an
Hmm. Hmm.
insanely good shot, to say the least. Let's just start there,
Hmm.
right? But if we're playing a
That's good.
game and I'm way ahead of you, oh, there's no way that I'm not gonna like do some weird. I can shoot it from back here, right? If I'm up, I'm far away from you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
know
yeah.
that I'm gonna
Half
do
court
that. Like if,
shots,
if,
like
if
yeah,
we're
yeah,
going to
yeah.
10 and I got 8 and you got 3 or 4, yeah, I can make 2. I'm gonna try to do something
Right.
crazy, right? I just got to do something like that. And
Yeah,
it's like, bro, why don't you
yeah.
just finish the game and just shoot
Hmm. Hmm.
regularly and
Yeah.
finish out the
Stop
last 2?
playing loose.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
easy. That's not fun. What's fun is for
yeah.
me to shoot half court shots, right?
I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I try to dunk, slam it against the
Yeah,
backboard, and jump up and
yeah.
grab it.
I do it then, and there's another time, right? We have here in Mexico, we got cenotes, which are like the I forget what tiger called them. To me, they're like it's a sinkhole. It's a huge sinkhole, but it's a natural
Okay,
sinkhole,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
huge pool thing, basically.
yeah. Uh-huh.
But you can swim in them, and it's super fun. Like they got like zip lines you get off. They call them like zip lines here. You can just zip line and jump
Really?
into the
Yeah, yeah,
water.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and they got like cliff. You can do cliff diving. So like it's a
Uh-huh.
it's a plank really high up. You just jump off it and jump to the water. Right. So it's the funniest thing to see people. They're scared to do it. Right. So they're like they'll
Yeah,
look up and
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
I can't do that. Right. So they get scared to do it, but you finally get people who will do it. Whatever. This is actually my favorite sport to do. Like I do it all the time. Right. So
No
we'll
way.
do
Oh
it,
my
and then
God.
like I love cliff diving. It's
Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Uh-huh.
Right. So me, there's people that like 2 or 3 people do it or whatever. I'm like, oh, you're not scared? So I gotta up the ante. I bet you can't do a front flip off of it. Do a front flip off of it? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I bet you can't do a back flip off of
Hmm. Hmm.
it. So I'm
No, that's the
always,
way it goes. That's the way it
no
goes.
matter what.
Yeah. Up the ante until someone got to tap out, right?
Yep, yep. That's how it goes every single time. And nothing is funnier than seeing, let's say it might be 20, 30 people there and everybody screaming, just do it, just jump off. They
Yeah.
looking over like,
Yeah.
they just can't
Yeah,
do it. It's
yeah, yeah,
scary. Yeah, it's scary as
yeah.
hell sometimes. You're like, I don't know about that.
Seriously.
I don't
No,
know
I
about
mean that's true. Like that's the internal strife that like everyone goes through. Is that like, yeah, I just made $1,000 on this trade. Like I'm gonna go back and see if I can't get 2,000 on the next one. Oh, I just got two
why not?
thousand. Okay, I just keep on going.
Why
Keep on going until I stop. All right, now I'm up 3K and I
not?
got 3K to lose. Yeah.
Like
Oh
why?
my god.
Don't even
Yeah,
understand it
yeah.
most days. That's
Yeah,
human
no,
drive.
no,
It's been happening since the beginning of the time, right?
it's true. Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of where like, you talk about like edge. I mean, you got it up there on the chart. I mean, it's a pretty good talking
Hmm.
point. Like edge, like what is that? Like so many people ask me, like, what's your edge? And like, my edge is just, I guess, rolling with the punches of the market. Not having a
Yep.
bias, being able to
Right.
switch if I need to switch and not lie to myself. And
Right.
that could be your edge,
Ooh,
right? It
that was
doesn't
a
have to
good
be
one.
some sort of.
And not lie to
Well,
yourself.
that's the
That's
thing, is that like it doesn't have to be like some sort of like technical thing, like, oh, I have this magic indicator that just like tells me where the market's going and what it's going to do. It's like, no, no,
right.
that's not it. That's not the edge that I'm talking about. I'm just talking about being able to control yourself, and
Hmm.
be present and like understand what's actually going on in the market as it's unfolding in front of your eyes, because that's all
Right.
it really takes. So that can be your edge, or maybe, yeah, you can approach it from like an algorithmic side or some sort of like technical indicator side, and every single
Hmm.
technical indicator under the sun. Like that's great. That's great. You can look at 3 bars of trading history and know that something is unfolding. That's awesome. I guess that's your edge.
Right.
But it's not like that for everybody. And if you're not that person, that it's all technical for you, don't be discouraged, because it doesn't have to be. Your edge can just be, like I said, controlling yourself, controlling the risk management, position management, and all that. So
Yeah.
it's so true. I
It's
mean, there's
funny you
so
say
there's so
that
many
when you
different
talk about
facets.
it, right? I'm doing my what we call chart art right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Looks something like this, and I'll just put it right here. Right. I'm going to put the word trading, and we'll make this a little bit larger. All right. You got trading here, and then you got gambling.
Mm. Hmm.
Right.
It's true.
Right. You see how thin that line is? The line, I'll say this all the time, the line between
You got to make it thinner.
gambling and trading is so thin. Yeah. Make it thinner. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. It's so thin, it's hard to tell when one ends and the other begins. It is that close,
Hmm.
right? And edge
Absolutely.
for me is, oh, wait, let me do it like this. Right, we'll do trading, but edge, right, equals trading.
Hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Right? No edge
Literally.
is gambling. And like, oh, you're just gambling. You're not trading, you're gambling. So you actually don't know what you're talking about because there's a huge difference,
Yeah.
right? It just seems like there's not. Would you call it gambling if you was to bet that Steph Curry can hit some threes in a night? I mean, I wouldn't. I think that's
Yeah. Probably
I'm
not. Right.
almost certain threes, right? Like I'm almost certain of that.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Yep.
just yeah, and why? Because I'm going off the data. This guy is definitely going to hit a 3-pointer tonight. Definitely 100% he's going to hit a 3-pointer tonight, right?
Yeah, and that's how it
That's
should
the
be in
edge.
trading. That's why it's so helpful. Again, like the technology side of trading, right? Is that like there used to be like you just had to um like write down your P&Ls, or like pull your monthly statement and just like kind of calculate it
Hmm.
out. Like these brokers didn't have like win loss ratio or your sharp ratio. Like you'd have to calculate
Yeah,
that manually. They say like get the hell out of
right.
here. We don't know that. We don't know that data.
Profit
Now,
factor,
like, yeah,
expectancy, none
exactly.
of
Any
that.
of it. Any of it. Now, like it is so helpful. And even like some of these brokers, sometimes you get these reports, it drills down into like the time of day. that you're most profitable. So you can be like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I constantly take losses between,
100%.
midday and like 6 p.m. How about I just don't trade that? And I would, save $60,000 in a year. It's like, yeah, true. Don't do that. Why are you doing it? So, I mean, it's one of those things where as time goes on, who knows? Who knows what'll be
Besides, you can't
next?
help yourself.
Oh, that's true. It's true. Like none of us really can. Come on.
Right. Now, you said it though.
No,
You
it's
said
true.
it. It's just one of those things, right? Where once again, there's just so much data, so much platform, so many resources to really be
Mm-hmm.
able to put this plan together at this point. I mean,
100%.
it's insane. It's insane. I'm like, all I can say is, man, what a time to be alive, right?
So true. It's so true. And yeah, I mean, like you have all these tools, and um, it just saves you a bunch of time, right? It just saves you a bunch of time that these tools do exist. That there are so many outlets, whether it's the Hola Prime coaches or you're watching YouTube or you just, like I said, reading the tape, watching the charts every single
Yeah,
day. Um, it's
yeah,
all about time management, which turns into money management because time is money, right? So, you know,
100%.
there's really no bad way to do it. Just don't be gambling. As you see on Coach Michael's screen, no edge. That's gambling. Gambling means no edge. Okay, like you're just clicking the button and hoping for the best. And like we say, we always try to figure it out, calculate it out. Like what is it? Is it 50-50? Is it when you're trading, is it really 50-50? No, it's not. It's like
Right.
90-10, and like the odds are stacked against you. Like 10% of the time you might like actually be like, in a winning trade if you just click the button. Why? Because the market is ever oscillating. It's constantly moving. It's constantly taking into account different bits of information. Um, yeah, so just don't gamble. Come on. Like, and that's the other thing is that gambling is like less than a 50-50 shot. But if you just use even a couple of indicators, whether it's moving averages or the Fibonacci level, like that's already going to give you probably a little bit more than a 50-50 chance at a trade playing out. Like you just gotta wait.
Right.
You just gotta and a lot of people get caught up in watching the price action happen. Oh my God, the market's moving so quick. That means I have to trade quick. Not true. Not true at all. Um, yeah, all that type of stuff can be changed. So it's just one of those things.
No,
Take your time.
it's huge.
Market's not going
It's
anywhere.
huge.
Yep,
And I,
absolutely.
I think that's what they really don't get, right? Like it's just one of those things where, man, it's so hard to even say and like bring up, right? Because it can be it can be so simple, but at the same time, it's like sometimes they really just can't grasp the fact that yeah, long term you'll be fine if you can just stick to
Hmm.
this, right? Like
Sure.
for me, I'll show this really quick. I mean, you don't even need like there's traders who have 30% hit rate, 40, 50, and they're like killing it still, right? Like, uh, and again, it's just one of those things where it's all about that risk management aspect of it at that point, right? Because let me see if I can
Sure.
find this. Uh, I'm really big on markups. Okay, here it is here. So when I show something like this, right? I mean, again, this is still with me being stupid and making mistakes, right? But when I pull something up like this, and it shows I took 47 trades and I won 30 of them, and you do the math on
Hmm.
that, that's 63%. Like we can almost say 64% hit rate. That means out of 10 trades, I'm gonna win. Out of 100 trades, let's do 100. I'm gonna win 63.83 of them.
Yeah.
Guaranteed that you're gonna make money with a hit rate like this. Like nearly
Hmm.
guaranteed,
For sure.
right?
Yep. Yep.
There's just no way that you can't. All right. That just means I don't even care about the other, what is that, 37? Yeah, I don't care. If I'm going to take 100 jump shots, I don't care that I'm going to miss 37 of them. I literally don't care
Mm-hmm.
because I know I'm going to hit 63 of them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it at all. Right? Like, not one bit. I don't even care. I almost didn't even notice I missed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
For
focused
sure.
on the
Yeah.
63 I'm about to hit. And again,
Mm-hmm.
that's what with things like that, that's what it really comes down to is the fact of being consistent, right? And just with this data right here, this lets me know when I see my setup, especially on, as you see, highest performing instrument, USD CAD, I'm definitely going to take this trade. There's a 63% chance that I'm going to hit it, and it's my highest performing asset. I'm taking it. As long as
Yeah.
it sets up
Yeah.
the right way and it confirms, I'm taking it. Now, if
Sure.
AUD comes along, that's something, just like you mentioned earlier with all the data, I might not want to be taking that trade anymore. I shouldn't be trading AUD. Why? Because I always lose on it. That's my
Sure.
lowest
Yeah.
performing asset. I'm trading 34 pairs, and that's dead last. I should not be trading it, just period, point blank. But I know this. I know this data. And this is just Ola Prime back office piece of data, right? Like I got way more data than this. So just imagine, how much more you able to identify your edge and just see what you're good at, what you're not, where you need to improve, what you should never freaking do again, and what you should always do.
I know. Learn from it. Like there's always something to learn from. Honestly, there might
Yeah.
get a rosy report. You're like, oh my god, I'm 83%. Win rate. Hell yeah. And it's like, come on. All right.
Hmm.
You had a good winning streak. You had a good month. You had a good week. Whatever. It's not always going to be like that. So don't kid yourself for sure.
Yeah. And
There's always
especially
something
like
to
I'll be
improve
honest, like
upon.
I'm really good at that part, right? Like every Sunday, I really enjoy doing the quiet markets with Tiger because he's
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
fundamental trader, right? So he's really good
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
actually pointing out the fact of, hey, we should be, or he's looking at on the fundamental side. Like I really enjoy that because that's what I do. I look at what I did good last week, what I need to improve on. Well, what I did good, what I did bad, and if there's anything to improve on. I like to go through that,
Yeah.
and I do that via trades that I took. With trades I did great. Like for me last week, not even I'm not even being funny. When I took EU last week, uh, on this setup, guys, this was a perfect, perfect trade. And I don't mean just from setup, I mean execution wise. Like I followed my trading plan to the freaking T with this trade. There's no coincidence that this was my trade of the week last week. This was
Hmm.
an
Hmm.
amazing setup. And that's what I'm really big on is I don't really care about what actually happened. What's most important to me is if I follow my process. Right? So I
True.
can brag and say, yeah, EU was great. I stuck to my plan and I did all of that. It, whoops, and then I get over to that gold trade that I talked about. I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have took that trade. You see the difference? Win and lose.
100%. Yeah. No, it's true.
Right there.
It's true.
Right? Again, that
Unreal.
line is just so thin that it's hard to even see it. Most people are like, what line? There's a line right there? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's how thin it is, my guy. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it's really
line?
hard.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
It's paper thin, right?
Yeah.
And
It's going off
nothing
in the
or no
chat.
one
They're
is
saying
stopping you
100%
from really
correct,
thinking.
Coach Michael.
Yeah, it's the truest thing ever. The truest thing ever because it's one of those things where it's like, man, I don't even know. You literally can't even understand or explain why you, not you specifically, but why you do it afterwards. Like you see that trade, you know you're not
Yeah.
supposed to take it. You take it anyway. You lose, and you're like, why did I do that? And
Why
you
did I
you
do
have
that?
no
Yeah.
answer to why you did that.
Yeah. 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 No, I know. It's
It's
like one of
wild.
those things. It's like you're talking to a kid. It's like you're talking to a kid, but you're talking to yourself. And it's just disappointing. It's like you're better than that. But that's again, like it
Mhm.
comes back to the psychology, right? It's there's no one that's going to be hovering over your shoulder telling you,
Right.
"Hey, you shouldn't have taken that trade." Or what are you doing? Like that's why you got to police yourself. And that's why you got to have a good headspace when you're getting onto the desk, and when you're
Yeah.
in a trade. Because if
It's
you have a bad
paramount.
one, yeah, you're gonna let losers ride. You're gonna cut winners like when you're up $50 and they ride into the thousands, and it'll be ridiculous, and it's not good for your
Yeah.
trading, not good for your mental health. And that's the other thing. Yeah, you'll take on losses which aren't good for your mental health, right?
Right.
Because we're not here to
Exactly.
lose money. That's for sure.
Yep. And I always just like to think of it too is like it's a hard thing to think of where it's like I'm here to make money. Like, well,
Hmm.
that's why we're here. But the only way to make money is to follow your process. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, I can have a red day and follow my process to the T, and that's still a good day
Hmm.
for me, right?
Yeah.
But if I
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
money and I didn't follow my process, that's a red day, and that seems oxymoronish, I guess the word to use, or contrary,
No,
but
no, yeah, yeah,
right, like that wasn't repeatable. What's repeatable is what I do with my process every day. And
hmm,
trading is not a destination; it's more of a journey, right? So we're constantly
yeah,
refining our trading plan, right?
yeah,
Like I used to take off once I got to stop loss to break even. I would normally take off a quarter, but we had these wild rides in the market lately, and I'm like, man, I'm getting taken out of break even a lot. I'm only getting a quarter. I'm like, I'm about to start taking off a half until this thing kind of evens out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But we
yeah,
have the
yeah.
luxury to do that. And when
Oh, of
things kind
course.
of pan on out and kind of get back the way they were, maybe I'll go back to a quarter. Maybe, depending on what my data says. If they're saying, no, Mike, you're killing it, just keep doing what you're doing, I'm about to be at half. Forget that quarter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. No, I hear
Right.
you. It's true. It's so true.
So following that trading plan, knowing where your edge lies, because even I like to think
I
of it
know.
too, and I know we got to get off in a few minutes, but I always say it when if you jump in a trade early or you break a rule or whatever, you're literally gambling because your edge has not presented itself. Like that's not it. Your window of
Yeah, yeah,
opportunity is
yeah.
closed, and you're like,
Yep.
if you try to jump through the window, you're gonna bust your head open because it's the window's closed, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as that
Honestly,
window
no.
slides
You
open,
should take a screenshot. You should take a screenshot of that and put it into the Ola Prime chat, like the lounge chat or something, because it's true. And
no,
perfect caption. Can you see how thin the line is?
yeah,
Like, make it even smaller,
yeah,
as small as you can make it, and take that screenshot and throw it
right,
in the chat. I'm sure that you'll get a couple of likes on that one.
right. No, that's perfect.
Oh my
So you see
god.
how small this line is?
Yeah,
There
yeah,
we go. I
yeah.
think that's a close. Right.
Yeah, and then zoom out, obviously. Make it even tinier. Zoom out.
Right.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
we go.
Oh man,
So
it
yeah,
messes all up.
that's one line.
There you go. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
only one
yeah.
line. No, no, no. That's two
No,
lines.
no. Exactly. Don't blur them. Yeah, yeah. And then you can start calling people out. People that can't see it. No, I see no difference. Yep. Let's see your P&L. Let's see
Yep.
your P&L report. Come
Yep.
on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that 30% win rate, or 10% win rate, however low it goes.
Right. Right. So you gotta stop jumping in there early, baby. You gotta relax. I like to say, be cool. Just be. Pre- Imagine you're the coolest person that you can possibly imagine being cool,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
imitate
sure.
that one.
Yeah.
Right?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
got those super cool people like, man, that dude is just cool. He's smooth.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
relaxed.
Chill out. Just
You
chill
know,
out.
be
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
be like that when it comes to trading, right?
Yeah.
And we
Yes.
can't always be
Yes.
like that all the time. At the end of the day, that's what you kind of want to imitate, right? Like, be
For
relaxed.
sure.
I had one of the people in the chat said, why don't you just jump in now? And I said, anytime I have the impulse to jump in right now, you shouldn't do it. You
Yeah.
should not
Oh
just
yeah,
jump
that's a great one for sure. No, there's so many different rules that like you always got to watch out for, and that's a major one. But
Yes.
well, Coach Michael, looks like that's all the time that we got. I love talking about
Yeah,
the all that the psychology and then the do's and
for
don'ts, and
sure.
I'm sure that we'll have many more conversations about it, and I'm sure that we're going to be succumbing to them. But I'll be honest, I'll let you know if I have any problems with them, so we'll bring them up and talk about it.
Same to you. Same to you. Well,
All right,
guys,
I'll
we'll
talk to
catch
you.
you guys in the next session. We'll be on at 3 Central for the London Open. And we will catch you guys then. Hope you guys enjoy. We're going to be giving away some more
Perfect.
giveaways, of course, more accounts. So check it out. Other than that, Coach Tony, as always,
Yes,
it's
sir.
always a pleasure, my man.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.
Absolutely. Take it easy, guys.
Hola Prime, trade with transparency.